What is up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Million Challenge, where I start off with $1, trying to get 1% profit every single day until I get to $1 million through sports betting, gambling, and investing. Right now, we're sitting on day 497 of this challenge with a total capital at $7,952. We had a couple sports bets since the last episode, so this is day 497, back from May 26, 2026. We had a few sports bets for the day there. We lost $23.57 sports betting for the day, so a little bit down there. And then we did have a little bit of movement up in our investment account right here. I track that every single day. We went up about $60 there, and crypto stayed pretty flat. So since we're sitting at $7,952, our 1% profit pool should be about $80. But since the investment account went up, we only need to get about $45 for the day. And recently I've been running a community challenge. We're doing like a last man standing battle royale type challenge with your guys' strategies. So today we're gonna try to run through 3 strategies and we're gonna try to get some profit. So for the first day here, we're trying to do one strategy. We get like $45 in profit. We're trying to get like $50 in profit though, just to be true to the challenge. But basically I'm taking a $200 balance, running your guys' strategies, trying to get 25%, which will be $50 profit. Before we hop into some gameplay though, I do want to show you, we have this weekly bonus here. This will be $16.05. So I just want to show you I'm claiming this real quick. We're going to enter that into the sheet. I'm not going to include that in today's balance. We'll probably move that on to the next day, since we only need like a little bit of profit today. But yeah, so I'm going to set up the first strategy. We're going to be doing MIH's safe Keno auto strategy. I'm going to set that up and we'll get into it. Alright, so since we are trying to get $50 in profit, we're keeping all the strategies on the same balance, which should be $200. So I got to vault 66, 63 real quick. And I wanted to show you guys what we have in the vault too. So we have $200 in our playable balance now. We only have $279 in the vault. So if we bust like 2 strategies today, we're going to be done and call it off to deposit more money. But hopefully it does not happen. The strategies, we're in round 3, so things have been running pretty good so far. So hopefully these ones keep winning. They've been doing good so far, the ones that we're running today. But this is MIH's Keno strategy. Really simple. All we're going to do is 1 penny per $100. So since we have $200, we're doing 2 pennies as our base bet. High difficulty. On win, reset. On loss, increase by 40%. Select 10 tiles. And this is the way he set it up, so I'm just running with the way that he set it up. He select these 10. Then we're trying to stop on profit at $50, which for us is 25% of the bankroll. So we're gonna start it. We get things moving here, and it's gonna move. I think this one's kind of slow. I don't remember. I'll have to see how it goes, but I might speed it up. Yeah, no crazy big updates. I try to talk a little bit to fill in some stuff, just so I'm not like running strategies and calling it a day with the video. I do know the next few days I have saved up in the tracking sheet. I already, I'm always like 5 days out or something. We made some good profits sports betting, and the bankroll's been going up. So hopefully gambling goes well, because we've been doing good on other stuff with investing, with sports betting, some bonuses, really good bonuses that came through. So hopefully gambling can pull through in the next few days here. We make some profit gambling, because I know there's some days we won't have to gamble coming up, which feels good, knowing that things will look good soon. We need a hit here. Okay, there we go. That was a big hit. Holy, wow, that was massive. Needed that big time. That's huge. Cool. So yeah, the strategy's been going really good though. We had a lot of good strategies, and I think we have like 9 in the round 3 of the challenge. So hopefully these ones keep making some good profit. I'm hoping that this challenge honestly lasts a long time, because that means we're gonna have a lot of winning strategies that keep making profit. The longer that this battle royale goes, the better the strategies are and the more profit I'm gonna make. Now I do know some of the strategies coming up are a little bit risky too. We've just been getting lucky with them, so we'll see what happens though. But yeah, things have been going decent. We've been staying pretty flat with the bankroll. Yeah, doing good sports betting. I track volume bets on Instagram. I always talk about that. There's a link to his page in my Discord server to follow him. I just tell all of his bets, as you guys probably know by now, but he's been doing really good recently, so that's been helping our bankroll out. And one funny thing I did realize too, kind of a little bit off topic from the challenge, but so I have a video editor that makes my video, he like edits my videos. And the reason is when I was studying for my CFP exam last year, I was literally just like working full time. I would study all night until I go to bed, sometimes pulling very late nights, and I would record videos when I had the chance. So I tried to stay on schedule. I tried to make YouTube a priority during all that too. But it, for me to record a video, it would take like, say it takes me 20 minutes to record a video. For me to edit the video, which is basically just cutting out a lot of dead space. I don't do transitions and all like the fancy stuff. I would just cut out the dead space and add music. That would take me probably like a 20% increase on the time I recorded. So for example, if I record for 20 minutes, it'd probably take me like 25-ish minutes to edit, because I have to like watch the video back and just cut out all the dead space. It wasn't like a super time consuming thing, but it would take me like double the time of producing a video. So I ended up getting an editor back then. He's been doing great work since then. So I still have him, even though I have a lot more free time now. He does great work. And I always watch my videos back, because there's like times I just want to make sure the video looks good, right? He always does good work, so I don't even need to watch them. But I watch them on 2x speed, because if I record like a 40-minute video, I'm not gonna watch another 40 minutes. Might as well just edit the video at that rate. So I watch them back on 2x speed real quick, usually while I'm doing something, so it's kind of like in the background. And I realize sometimes I'll watch the videos on like 1x speed, like without thinking. But I feel like I talk so slow, maybe because I'm used to the 2x speed. But I feel like a video on like a 1x speed, which you guys are always watching, I feel like I'm like a very slow talker, and I just do things very slow. So I don't know if I actually am, or if I'm just so used to the 2x speed. Big dip here. Oh man, dude, that's crazy. That's so many losses. That's a ton of losses. We went through what? I don't even know. That's insane. Dude, that's got to be like 30 losses, 40 losses. That's unbelievable. Oh man, let me just do an all-in bet here, just for the heck of it. Yeah, I didn't even hit it. Okay, well, that one busted. That's unfortunate, because that was really like, that was probably one of the best strategies I think we had. So that sucks. Well, we're gonna enter that in the sheet and move on with the day. Move on to the next day and run 2 more strategies. All right, so MIH's Keno strategy did bust. Dude, that's so brutal, because that strategy, like I said, man, we ran that so many times now. I guess like twice, but it still did really good both times, and that allows for a ton of progressions. As you saw, I lost like 30, 40 bets in a row, and we just need one hit to come back and like get a win there, which is crazy. It's crazy. That sucks, man. But that's, it's how things go. I always say that you can always hit those crazy loss streaks. It's never impossible. So we're gonna mark that one red, since it did not win, unfortunately, which I'm upset about, because that was a good one. I was hoping he'd make it very far, and it was making us good profit too. So it's a win-win, but unfortunately it busted. But for day 497, we're gonna call it there with just one strategy. We'll save the next strategies for the next day here. So for day 497, we did go down about $200 there on the website. And we went down 2% total in the day, since we had a little bit of profit going into it. So not the worst thing, but that does hurt. As usual, man, we've just been getting wrecked recently gambling. It's been a tough run on the website. But for day 498, we had some sports bets. So we had this one futures cash out. It's a futures bet. That's why the bet size is so small, because we placed it a very long time ago. But yeah, it cashed out, and we made some good profit based on the bet size. Good return there. Gotta look at the numbers, the percentages, not necessarily the bet amounts. But on the day, we had $18.37 of profit. Other than that, though, let's see, we had a little drop on investments, about $11 we went down. Crypto went down about like 40-ish bucks, and we had about $16 in bonuses, which is from the weekly I just claimed. So we're gonna count that as part of this day. I didn't use it on the previous day there. So now we're at $7,723, which is kind of gross after being so close to 8,000. But at 1% profit pool should be about $77. We're gonna try to get about $100 today, though. We're gonna run 2 strategies and see if they can both profit. If we do bust either of these, we're gonna just call it a video and wrap it up early, because I'll have to redeposit. So we're gonna start off with Sweet U Yash's pump balance strat. We're gonna set this up and run it and try to make some good profit. All right, so I pulled out $200 from the vault, so we only have like $79 I think left. Yeah, about $79. So hopefully this one doesn't bust, because it's getting pretty tight. But the way you set up the strategy, he said 1 penny for every $20. I'm gonna do half that. So for our $200 balance, yeah, we're gonna do 5 cents for $200. He's saying it should be 10 cents. We're gonna give him a little bit more progressions though. It's hard difficulty, 8 pumps. And then on loss, he says 38%, but if you want to be a little bit safer, go for 30% increase on loss. And then our profit goal is going to be $50, which is 25% of the balance. We're going to reset the live stats and start this auto bet here. And it's a 8.41x every time we win. So I figure if we start off with a lower bet size and do the lower increase of 30% instead of 38, it'll give us some more progressions, which we might need. But I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, and hopefully we profit. But I'll be back in a few seconds. Alright, so there's only 131 bets. Pretty quick strategy. Last bet was pretty deep. We went down to an $8.20 bet and ended up hitting the 8x, obviously, with the strategy, and got $69 in profit. So it took us over the profit pool by an extra like $15, which is awesome. I definitely needed that. That's huge. So that's some good profit. We definitely needed that after taking that loss there. So we'll mark that one green. We're gonna move on to the next round. So let me do this real quick. Adjust some things here. Try to make this look a little bit more clean. A little bit cleaner, I guess, is the proper way of saying that. Okay, so there we go. That'll move on to the next round. I'll mark that green, and then I'm going to set up this next one here, which is the Keno strategy. I've been running for a decent amount of time, but this was submitted by 1K Dave 2000, and it's from a YouTuber named Dre, so he gets credit for that, but I just kind of threw this in here. He didn't actually submit it for the challenge. I just wanted to throw it in here because it's a good strategy. So I'm going to set this up. We're going to run this and hopefully make another round of profit. Okay, so I got this set up. We're gonna vault our profits from the last strategy, which is gonna be 66.91, and that'll give us our $200 starting balance. So we're trying to get $50 in profit with this strategy too. I'm gonna reset the live stats. The way it's set up is your starting balance is divided by 4,000 as your starting bet. So for me, it's gonna be 5 cents on $200. Medium risk on win increased by 0.5%, and we have 8 tiles selected. And then on loss, you increase by 0%, and then your stop on profit and stop on loss will be $5. And then once this either profits or busts, or once it profits, you just reset and run it back. If it busts, there's a second progression of the strategy, and then I'll show you how that works. If and when we bust on the first progression, we run the second progression. It's a little bit different, and then we just flip-flop between the two setups until you reach the profit pool. So this one does typically run for a long time. It's a very slow strategy. It wagers a lot of money typically, and it's been pretty good. We've busted on it a few times, but I've been running this a lot. I know people are probably sick of it, but I do like this one. It's one of my favorites so far at the moment. So we're gonna run this. I'm gonna probably speed this up, and then whenever it profits or busts, I'll come back and pop back in for a second. Alright, so the first progression busted, so all we do is we increase the base bet by 2x, so that'll be 10 cents now. We're going to go high risk, select 2 more squares, so we have 10 squares, and we're going to do the setup here. And then on win, we will go to 0%. On loss, we're going to increase by 1%. And then the stop on profit and stop on loss is 100 times the base bet, so that'll be $10 for me. So we're going to set this up, run through it here, and hopefully get shot back into profit. A lot of good wins off the start there, but yeah, hopefully this one brings us back. If not, we'll go back to the first progression and kind of run through that. And I'll probably just honestly from here on out run it the whole way through. I'm gonna speed up everything, so that's kind of set up. What if this profits? We go back to how we started. If we lose this, we go back to like the same setup as the first one on the medium risk, but we just increase the bet amount and the stop on profit and stop on loss by 2x every single time, until we either bust everything or we can bring it back. So I'm gonna speed up a good portion of the rest of the video here, and we'll rip it and hopefully make some good profit on this. All right, so the strategy did profit. We'll move on to the next round. Definitely needed the dub there, so I'm glad we got the win. Very good session. Even though we did lose one strategy today, could be a lot worse, but you know, we'll take it. We can take our wins where we can get them, you know. All right, for day 498, we're ending up at $7,857. We had $117 in profit gambling today, so we went up 1.35%. I did back out the bonus out of this number here since this is purely from gambling. But yeah, we had $16 in bonuses. So overall in the video today, we did go down about $100. Went down $95 total. Not the worst. It's about 1%, but you know, we've just been in that little bit of a struggle recently. Like I was talking about earlier, you can see the balances are going to start going up here pretty good before including the website balance. So we did have some good sports betting profit coming up, so hopefully we can keep getting some more wins on the website, even though we've been struggling a little bit recently. But yeah, overall in the video, we lost $83 gambling between the 2 days, and then yeah, not the best return, but yeah, we pretty much lost 1% gambling today, so not terrible, just still struggling a little bit. $16 in profit from bonuses, and then about $18 in profit from sports betting. So that's pretty much the little bit of data for the video here. Coming down to our graph here, you can see we're starting to, it looks like we're going down a little bit, which we kind of are, but this looks a lot worse than it really is because I have 4 or 5 days stacked up, so those balances don't include the website balance I use, so it looks like it dips off more than it should. So yeah, we are going down a little bit, but not as bad as this looks. Here's our stats for pretty much the entire total capital we have on sports betting. For like the past 2 months, we're up $800 sports betting. Our crypto is down total about 10%, almost 11%. Our investment account's up 20%, which is really good. Hoping to get some more profit gambling since we can start investing more money. We just need to make money on the website gambling before we can actually put money into the crypto and the stock market, because otherwise we're gonna have to redeposit if we start withdrawing money while we're losing to invest, withdrawing money to invest while we're losing. But it is what it is. Our win rate gambling is about 70%. We need that to be like 75%, so we're still behind on the win rate there. And that's pretty much it for the data there. Hope you guys enjoy. Gambling's just been rough recently, as pretty self-explanatory. You shouldn't really have to it's not a surprise, right? But overall gambling, we have a $970 profit, so it's a tough one, man. But that's just the way she goes. So hope you guys enjoy though. Hope you learned something. Don't gamble. It's a losing game long run. Save your money. Do something smart with it. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment with any thoughts or suggestions below. It's always good to see you guys pop in and leave your thoughts. Any recommendations are always appreciated too. Join the Discord server if you're already in there. There's a link to that in the pinned comment in the description as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.